Business Built by Faith podcast shares powerful testimonies and biblical strategies for entrepreneurs who want to put their faith into action and turn purpose into profit.
Because faith without movement is just potential. It's time to put your faith in motion. Now let's build. Welcome to another episode of Business Built by Faith, your weekly dose of real conversations, powerful testimonies, and practical tools to help you build a business and life that honors God.
And we're your hosts, Demetrius and Shay and Demetrius, a husband and wife duo, entrepreneurs that knows what it means to start from nothing and build with God.
Yes, today's guest knows exactly what it means to pause the corporate climb and prioritize building the business that God put in his heart. He is the founder and CEO of VenU2Go, a platform called the Airbnb for business spaces. He is also the author of Misplaced No More, a devoted husband and father, and a man on a mission to help entrepreneurs unlock their potential and create generational change. Please help us welcome Thurmon Jones.
Hey, I feel honored to be up here with y'all.
All right.
Absolutely.
So Thurmon, man, thank you so much for being with us today. We're excited to dive into your story, man.
Yes, sir.
And hear about how faith has guided you to this, to the place where you're at right now.
Yes, sir. I'm hoping people ready for it.
Well, we're all about real truths, and I know we have a list of questions, but before we get started, everybody knows you as the guy that brings entrepreneurs together.
Absolutely.
Have you always felt like you had an entrepreneurial spirit?
To be honest, yes.
Okay.
But I didn't know what entrepreneur was at the time. And when I was in school, I remember being young, I literally would sell like my socks. If we had a big bowl of candy, I figure out a way to be able to get some candy and sell it in school.
Okay.
I was that kid when I got to high school. I sold all the CDs, the DVDs.
Right.
I had the ramen noodles that you put the season in.
Not the ramen
You was
noodles.
hustling, huh?
Matter of fact, I even had the sugar bags with the Kool-Aid.
Okay.
You had it all.
Yeah, I had it all. So it was always something that I found interesting to be able to give people exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't what I wanted, it's what they wanted. So I just figured out a way to be able to get paid from it.
That's so good. Honestly, most of us don't nurture that entrepreneur spirit, right? We just follow paths. We go to college, we get careers, just like people say to do. I know that you had a thriving corporate career. You've been working with Delta. You were climbing the ladder and you kind of pivoted. Take us through what that looks like when God said, hold on. I need you to focus over here.
Yeah. Well, I can honestly tell you, that journey was really, really interesting. Yeah. What ended up coming out the journey is I got into this position where I was doing a lot of events. I was over our employee engagement, and from events from 100 people to 10,000 people. So I started my journey right in the dead smack of the pandemic. So, I was doing this event called the Atlanta Science Festival and working with the city of Atlanta, and then all of a sudden I had to make the big boy decision: do we keep going or do we stop? And I decided to stop. Right. But from that moment, it gave me the mindset to say, "Oh, people are listening to me."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, cool."
Okay.
So what I did from that point, just started moving forward. A lot of people seeing what I was able to do and my capabilities, and more opportunities just kept asking me, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do that?" And I started knocking them out. And then I started getting in front of those opportunities, and they started just happening automatically.
Okay.
So people looking like, "Hey, what does this guy do?"
Right.
Not only do some people say what this guy do, and some people was like, "We need this guy to, he need to take a step back. He's getting too much attention."
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for the attention at all. I just didn't want it. I'm the guy when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I want to put all the bags all the way with my arms because I don't want to go back to the car the second time.
Right.
So,
I say operating in excellence.
There you go.
That's what it is. Okay,
Absolutely.
they just misunderstood.
Right. So I just decided to make sure that I had things on automations.
Okay.
And they were just happening.
Yeah.
Long story short, when it came to it, I had my mentor. He was one of the VPs at the time in my area. And he was like, "I really see good potential for you moving up." And I was like, "Hey, that sounds good."
Yeah.
But I knew deep inside that there was a bigger mission. Right. And that mission was literally to be able to help more entrepreneurs to be able to get exactly where they wanted to go by using the platform that God had provided for me. I can't even take credit on it.
Yeah.
Right.
He did that.
Yeah.
Right.
So every time somebody asks about it, I'll be like, I didn't do it, but I took the assignment.
Right.
You know, so when I understood what the assignment was, helping people and entrepreneurs, it tugged on me so much.
Yeah.
My ego was in the way where I kept wanting to move up because I was good at what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't ask to move up or anything like that.
Right.
These just opportunities and people was talking to me. And then, of course, even money was in front of me.
The money was money.
But I had to sit here and I had the opportunity for some unfortunate things to happen
Okay.
that really made me open my eyes.
Okay.
And that's what the pivot was. And in this book, I actually talk about that. I wrote this book in the sense of my experience with visibility, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So I'll just tell you a quick snippet what happened. I felt like in our group, we wasn't really visible enough.
Okay.
And like a lot of people didn't know what we did. Right. So I utilized all the platforms that we had, Workplace, LinkedIn, and I was on hyperdrive. When I say hyperdrive, I'm talking about people from all over the systems and different industries knew who I was. I wasn't looking for that.
Right.
I just knew that we need to get more visibility in the group.
Okay.
And I just decided to use a platform to go do it.
Okay.
Before you know it, everybody recognized me for the area that we was actually working in.
Wow.
One day I had my manager, he came to me and he came to me, older white gentleman, still my mentor to this day. I have many mentors.
Right.
Came to me and his eyes was pretty watery and he looked at me and he was like, I was told from the high ups, very high, they needed you to stop posting on all your platforms about the group, the departments. So that hit me like a ton of bricks because I'm looking like,
this is supposed to be a good thing.
Yeah, everybody know who we are now.
Right.
But they didn't want to know who we are from me. Okay. So that was the God moment right there. And I took the opportunity like,
Jesus.
I knew what you wanted.
Right.
You know, so, but I was in the playground. And when I realized the playground I got to play with was in a Fortune 500 company, learning how to do automations, data analytics, project management, process improvement, graphics, social media. So I just turned all that thing around and put it right in the VenU2Go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is such a blessing. Honestly, it sounds like your gifts made room for you.
Oh, 100%.
All the way. And sometimes when people close doors on you, God allows it because he's redirecting you. That's actually one of our questions later on. So that's a pivotal moment for you. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
I know it has to be tough in the moment, especially when you use your gifts and you step out and do something and you're doing a good job having that door close.
I cannot lie. It was definitely tough. Because in your mind, you're thinking that you're doing the right thing, right? You're helping all these people out, people that look like you.
Yeah.
Right.
And everybody's looking up to you.
Right. You're like, I'm doing it.
Yeah. They're like, hey, they're like, yo, you should move up, open the door. But at the end of the day, I usually say this quote all the time. It's great to sit here and cheer for $10 million.
Right.
But it hurts when you leave 100 on the table.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to realize what was going on. Like, my vision that God gave me was way bigger than the situation I was in and the place I was at.
Yeah.
And I had to understand that, so.
Okay. I got you. Well, so VenU2Go has been called the Airbnb of business spaces, right? So what problem did you see in the marketplace that kind of pushed you to create that?
Honestly, at the time, I was doing music. I was doing music all across the Atlanta area, D.C., New York, L.A., and at this moment, I had this thought.
Okay.
I'm weird. I can't lie. You know, things can be going good, and I still just have these weird things.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray for your wife.
Yeah, pray for your wife. Please pray for her. So what was going on, man? We was having all these shows, and people were like, "Yo, y'all should come move out of L.A. Y'all would crush it out here." And then I had this thought. I was like, man, every time we go somewhere, we have to use somebody else's platform. And if the world decides to stop and didn't allow us to be on a platform for the radio or for the stage, I have this great talent, but I have nowhere to put it.
Okay.
So then I got to the point I was like, well, let me go look for my own spot.
Yeah.
Right? I could create my own opportunities. I want to be an owner now.
Right.
I seen different. So I went to go look for some spaces, and when I was looking for a building to have, I mean, I got to talk myself out of everything just to make sure it's real.
Just to make sure it's real.
So I was like, okay, well, if I get this spot and nobody comes in here at all, I got to pay for my mortgage, in this rent,
Right.
in my utilities,
Right.
And insurance.
That's right.
I was like, man. So I just asked the magic question: how many businesses have this problem?
Okay.
When I looked it up, over 50% of businesses go out of business within 3 to 5 years, and only 35 maintain that within 10.
Wow.
Right. So with that thought, I was like, man, how do we get them in a place where they could get more customers? Because cash flow was the issue.
Yeah.
And I started taking a deeper dive, and this is the real honest truth. Most of the business owners are not really business owners. They're subject matter experts.
Better say that.
They're really good at cooking.
Yeah.
They're really good at doing hair.
Yeah.
They're really good at whatever they're good at.
Yeah.
Right.
But they don't understand finances, marketing, branding, operation, profit and losses.
Yeah.
They don't understand the bigger picture.
Right.
So cash flow end up being the situation that hurts them. So I was like, well, okay, cool. How can we give them something that allows them to be able to get people in the door and get paid? Well, guess what? People use spaces all the time.
Right.
They do.
You know, you got event spaces, you got auditoriums, you got major stadiums. People are always looking for spaces.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, well, these businesses are not really getting paid for their space. They only use the space to be able to sell their products or services.
Yeah.
So how about if we allow them to create a profile, and when somebody like myself want to do an event or a birthday party or anything, I can rent out their space and I bring 25 people to it.
Right.
I paid you to bring 25 people to your space. So now you're getting paid for me to be able to give you customers. And your job is to allow them to taste or experience what you're a subject matter expert at.
Yeah.
So we wanted to be able to give them something very simple that they could use to be able to thrive in this market, thrive in this space where they're currently at of being a dreamer.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's exactly what VenU2Go is all about.
Yeah, that post-COVID brick and mortars, a lot of businesses struggled.
Yep.
And because a lot of people don't understand business, you know, you have places like Pure Space and things like that. But if you don't know how to post it and how to, you know, go through this whole process, you're literally just shooting in the dark.
Absolutely.
You don't know how to advertise it. And so now they have a whole platform, VenU2Go, where not only are they able to allow customers to come in, but they have you as an advocate for them, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, your Google profile isn't, hey, you need to come to my networking event. Nobody even knows about your business. Why, when I search on Google, I can't find you? And you're a restaurant. You're a restaurant.
Absolutely. And you know what's interesting too? Even with our platform, we made it exclusively only for business.
Right.
We don't even allow event spaces. And the reason why, because I didn't want them to have to compete with the event spaces.
So you often say that failure is not final, it's feedback. Can you share a failure that became the foundation for you for the future?
Every single thing.
Yeah.
I think in my life, I look to be able to fail quick as possible. So either when it comes to an idea, I always look at it, make it ugly so everybody can see the journey of when it looked pretty.
Right.
I think about your favorite artist. Like, give me somebody. Give me your favorite artist right now.
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. When he first started, was he the Kirk Franklin that he is now?
No.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
He wore a shirt.
Right, yeah. Right. That
Wore
part.
a shirt.
He was different. He was
A whole suit, as a matter of fact.
Right, a suit.
The production was different.
Yeah.
The way that the audio sounded was different. Like, at that moment, he wasn't polished to the person that we know of Kirk Franklin now.
Right.
That's true.
But we get to see the journey, and that journey right there allows you to make yourself a fan, make yourself trust, make yourself say, oh, Kirk Franklin dropped something. Let me go check him out real quick.
Right.
That's what that actually does. So for me, I'm like, hey, I'm going to do the same exact thing. When I have a thought, I do it.
Yeah.
I don't even hesitate. Now with the idea, I'm like, we're going to immediately get it done. If nobody shows up, let's figure out what did we do wrong.
Okay.
And with that in mind, it allows me to sit here and go off my principles of success.
Okay.
And my principles of success is take action, fail, and identify. And what it's like, and I'll try to say as quick as I can.
Say that again, because the people need to know.
Take action, fail, and identify.
Yes.
So if you want to think about it very simple, think about if you was playing basketball. You didn't know how to play basketball at all. You go outside, you with your friends and your cousins, and now they playing the game and they need you to go play. You get on the court, and once you're on the court, they pass you the ball. And as soon as you get the ball, it touch your hand, but you try to dribble, you don't know how to dribble. They take the ball and they go score.
Yeah.
Everybody's upset at you at
Right.
the end of the game. Oh my God, you suck. You don't know how to
Yeah.
play. Blah blah blah. All this crazy stuff. But it's your job too, also to hear that information, right? These are the self audits that you got to do. So you go back home, you're like, man, I really wasn't good at that. Right? I got on the court and I didn't know how to dribble. So guess what I go do? I go home and I go practice. I go practice and practice. Next time I get on the court again, now we do the same thing. Same scenario happened. They give me the ball again, I can dribble.
Right.
But now I'm open to shoot. They're like, hey, shoot. I go shoot and I shoot way over the goal. And I'm like, oh my God, he sucks.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the game is over. You do the audit again.
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't know how to shoot. Guess what I identified? I go home, take action, and I go practice.
That's right.
And now I go practice, and now I know how to shoot. And this go over and over, and then these are these small wins. So now I don't have to sit here and try to learn the game of basketball. I learned the game of learning how to dribble. I learned the game of learning how to shoot, learning how to play defense.
Yeah.
Now I understand all the things that it takes for me to be successful at basketball, because it's so hard to be able to build a wall when it looks huge. But when you take one brick at a time, it's not that bad.
That's right.
It's not that bad at all.
Yep.
Do you think that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle or maybe don't realize what it takes to be an entrepreneur? And how do they overcome that? Because we talk about failing forward and doing all these things, but what about for somebody who's maybe like, I don't even know how to start, how to, walk. How do you handle that when you're starting something new? Because one thing I heard you say is you don't wait, you just take action.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Mess up. Don't be scared to mess up. If there's something that you want to do, obviously there is something on the other side. Like for me, I wanted to make sure that business owners had an opportunity to thrive instead of just trying to survive. That's what I wanted. So from my point of view, let me figure out how do I create a tech company. I'm not a tech founder. Like, what do I need to go do?
Right.
So now I'm like, what do I need to go do? And because of that, it started putting me in a position where, all right, let me draw this out. I know how to draw. So I got a piece of paper. I drew it out. I sketched what I was in my mind. I put it on a piece of paper because I know how to draw. I know how to get the image out of my head. Okay, cool. I see this. What do that do when it needs to do that? So I started writing out this flow. At this time, I didn't know what real process maps and flow charts and all that. I didn't know what that looked like.
Yeah.
Right.
But I just knew that something had to go do something. So I started writing it out, and then I interviewed a couple technical developers, and we started building.
Wow.
And once we started building, that didn't work so good. Okay, cool. Let me switch it up. Oh, that worked really good. Let's take the thing that didn't work and let's keep focusing on things that did work. And one at a time, we just kept going at that point. And another thing that I would also say to the entrepreneurs, now in this age, for sure, go get you a virtual mentor. I literally, just before I got here, I just decided to listen to my mentor, Steve Jobs, right?
Okay.
Right.
I go listen to him, see what he talks about the mistakes, very transparent. He tells you what he focused on, and he has a recipe of success.
He does.
All right.
So I go listen to him. I go listen to Myron Golden. I go to listen
Myron's
to
good.
Yeah, I love Myron.
Myron's good.
Our whole house, we listen to Myron.
Yeah, we like Myron too.
Yeah, we call him Uncle Myron.
Uncle Myron.
Because there's a blueprint, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a blueprint biblically. There's a blueprint from other people's experiences. And a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we try to recreate the wheel.
Yeah.
When the wheel's already there, you just
Yeah.
need to improve it.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
that's good.
Now you could be kind of crazy like me and decide to make a whole nother wheel. Because in
Oh.
in my space with VenU2Go,
Yeah.
we don't really exist.
Right.
Like there wasn't nobody that I could look at to say, who has a platform that just work with business spaces?
Right.
It didn't.
That's right.
You know, and I would tell people, don't be scared.
Yeah.
If you have that vision, God gave you that vision.
Yeah.
And now if he gave you that vision, he's not going to put you in a position that allow you to fail.
That's right.
And because that's a principle, and because he says so, now it's your job to sit here and trust and believe everything about that. Now, did it make sense to me when I started this? Absolutely not. But I am here now.
Yeah.
And people literally trust the platform to be able to put on our site.
Yeah.
And people go rent out these spaces.
Yeah.
Super affordable and create this memorable experiences.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
Yep.
You talked about people understanding because God, gave them this idea. How can someone discern whether the idea they have is a good idea or a God idea? Because you knew in the beginning yours was a God idea.
Yeah,
You was like,
absolutely.
oh, thank you, Lord.
Absolutely. I would say probably the difference is when an idea happens, it's a good idea. Like everybody can come up with good ideas,
Right.
right? It's also when it comes to value. And when I think about the highest value, I think about God. Like he's the highest value that you can ever have.
Alpha and Omega.
Right. So
Right.
the higher the value is, God is in the mix of that.
Right.
So when you talk about a good idea, hey man, let's go to Chick-fil-A real quick. Hey, that sounds like a good idea.
Now, if you say JJ's, I'm there. I'm there.
Go get the lemon pepper sauce and everything.
But salad hut is a God idea.
Right. It depends on what day of the week.
A mess.
But to be honest with you, when you think about a God idea, it's a vision and it's an idea, it's a thought that you like, how am I supposed to do this?
Bigger than your resources.
Right, way bigger than your resources. And it's all up to you now to sit here and have faith.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to faith puts you in a position where you can't trust on your own.
Yeah.
You can't trust on the things that you are good at. Yeah. You can't trust the knowledge that you have.
Yeah.
You just can't. You have to, hands down, depend on him and be like, okay, cool, we about to take me out.
Right.
We going to take him this time.
Yeah.
Who do I need to talk to?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I still to this day, and I was like, man, how do you even start to try to interview somebody as a developer?
Yeah.
I had to go look at that.
Yeah.
Chat GPT.
It didn't happen at that time though. Chat wasn't there yet, but now y'all got Chat.
Yeah.
Chat will help you out.
Ooh, Chat
AI,
is.
if you're not using AI, you are as equivalent to when your grandparents said they wasn't going to use the internet.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then you can end up becoming like the Blockbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You know what's interesting about Blockbusters? They had the opportunity to get Netflix.
I know.
They did.
And before Netflix, because they had the opportunity to get Redbox.
Yep.
When it come to Kodak had the same exact thing. They had this opportunity to get in the mix for the digital camera.
Yep.
But people say, no, people always want to fill up film, and that changed.
Yeah.
So if you don't use it, you will get left behind.
That's right.
Yeah. So, this isn't on here. We didn't discuss this, but when you talk about change, a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with change. And so for someone who maybe has a brick or mortar that's listening to this and they're in a place where they're struggling, right? They're not hitting their financial goals. How does using a platform like VenU2Go benefit them long term?
Well, absolutely. Well, when you have a brick and mortar, the first thing that you're going to sit here and do is spend that extra 10 minutes of your day and create the profile. But what it does, it puts you in a situation not to just sell your products or not just to sell your service. It really puts you in a situation now to sit here and have a third component, which is space. And let's do some factual information. Right now, they're projecting the event industry to $2 trillion by year 2032. So with that being said, you go look at the math, there's like 44 million businesses, 33, something like that, million businesses that's out here in the world. And less than 10% of them use their space to be able to generate some more income and some more customers.
Yeah.
Let me give you some ideas who's doing this already. When you go to Walmart, tax season's coming out. Who's out there in tax?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
When you go out there to the electronic spot, you see AT&T, you see Spectrum. Let's take it a step further. We got the new Costco's down the street, right?
Yeah.
We do?
But guess what's the phone company that's right there when you walk in? T-Mobile.
Is it T-Mobile? Yeah.
T-Mobile right there,
Wow.
right? So let's take it one more step. You go to the airport.
Okay.
You walk on the Delta side. Who's out there and say, hey, do you got Sky Miles?
Yep.
American
Concessions,
Express.
everything.
So
Yeah.
everybody is using these, well, take it back. These Fortune 500 companies, some of them are using their space
Yeah.
Right.
to be able to leverage that. Lululemon is doing yoga classes in there.
Yeah. That's smart.
Apple stores are doing workshops
Yeah.
in there. So now I'm asking people this question. We're creating a platform that allow you to do the same exact thing. If people that's making billions and corporations making billions of dollars, why won't you?
Yeah.
And this platform literally puts you in a position not to sit here and compete with the event space.
Right.
The other platforms have all these other things that's going to cause distractions. Because if my main goal is to make money for my space, I'm going to make it look super gorgeous.
Right.
But if my main goal is to make sure people try out my chicken and my waffle or see how I can do hair,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to really compete when it comes to the aesthetics.
Yeah.
So we want exclusivity for these business owners, these brick and mortar business owners, to be able to leverage their space.
Yeah.
And then work with another business owner. And now we get to do some cool things. And I'm actually going to drop a ball on y'all pretty soon and let you
Okay.
know a new product that we're going to drop within the next month or two.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm here for it.
No, so well, let me go ahead and talk about it real quick.
Okay, go ahead. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
So what it's called is called the Vendor Corner.
Okay.
And literally, the Vendor Corner is going to be super amazing for entrepreneurs
Okay.
in the brick and mortar businesses.
Okay.
Because when you also think about all the places that I just named, they already do it. They already set up these taxes and Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, just imagine if you had a brick and mortar business,
Right.
and I myself, I don't know, let's say if I do taxes,
Right.
I do taxes too, and I sit here and pay for your space, and I pay for your space to be able to get more people to look at my business.
Okay.
So
Right.
I get a table, I pay you $50 an hour. Let's say I'll do it for 2 hours,
Right.
2 hours that day. I pay you $50 an hour just so I can sit here and set up a vendor table in front of your audience
Right.
during your on time, not your off time, during your
Right.
peak hours. So now I'm literally throwing myself in the mix of 100 people,
Smart.
right? And now the business just made $100 while selling you a plate or anything,
Right.
right? None of that, but I get the
$100.
right. So let's even think about what that $100 turns to.
Yeah.
And now imagine I do that 3 days a week, 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day, 3 days a week for a whole month. That business just made $1,200.
Yeah.
And the entrepreneur that's getting the space, your tax business is growing, and you're not at a networking event, because that's why we stopped, even with the book, we stopped doing some networking events, because now I'm here, I'm a vendor, I paid $200, and I'm fighting against 50 other vendors.
There you
So
go.
this would cut out all that. It's
Yep.
just me.
It's
Just
me.
you.
You know, y'all see me walking by. Thurmon said the businesses and the business owners get the money.
Right.
Y'all remember that.
And that's the key. That was the whole kick. I was like,
Yeah.
you don't got to fight nobody. We,
Right.
ain't gotta
Right.
do, we don't have to do a whole vendor
Yeah.
Layout,
We don't have to do that. It's
And
just
you
me.
got 4 other people with the same product you got.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I'm even give y'all some more math. Excuse me. I love numbers.
Drop the analytics.
So
Come on.
when it comes to social media only puts you in front of 3.8% of your people.
Wow.
Right? Because I want you to give an idea of it. So whoever's want to fact check this, tell me how many millions of people watch the Super Bowl, right?
Okay.
But when you want to do a 30-second video at the Super Bowl, it costs you like $7 to $8 million.
That's crazy.
For a 30-second video. Okay, cool. Well, if that's the case and people starting to know that information, do you think Instagram understand that number? You gotta let's say you got 1 million people. You think I'm about to allow you to sit here and put anything that you want in front of your millions of people for free? No, not at all. I'm gonna
You
cap
gotta
it off.
push it.
Right. Some kind of way,
ads.
some kind of way we got to monetize it. Yeah. So when it comes to the bigger channels, they get about 10%.
Okay.
But the smaller channels only get 3%. And when it comes to Facebook ads, about 1.8% of the ads that go out are the people that's actually converting over. And that's usually when they warm audience.
Okay.
So now let's talk about that math real quick. Let's just say it costs $12 for me to sit here and have one person to click on my ad, and I want 20 of them. Well, that's going to cost me $240.
Yeah.
Right? $240.
You did that quick. I was like, hold on.
So that costs about $240. But let's say I rent out my space for $50 and I do it for 4 hours.
Right.
So now you just made $200.
Yeah.
And I bring 20 people in.
Right.
You got paid $200 for me to bring 200 people, to bring 20 people in.
Yeah.
And that, when people could touch, feel, they're trusted, and then they buy it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right? And I'll ask people this question every single time I get the opportunity. When you see online, how many businesses have you literally purchased, new businesses that you purchased that you've seen online this year?
Not many.
No.
Because I don't know y'all like that. Is it going to get to
Right.
me? Is it going to be good?
You think scam,
Yeah.
skepticism, because we all got burnt before, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have.
Right? Or we heard somebody else that
Right.
had it. Now let's ask another question. How many events have y'all been to? And when y'all see vendors in person, how many of those have y'all purchased from?
A lot. Random people we didn't even know. I'm like, oh, I like this. Or you like them and you're like, let me support.
Yeah.
Like, you cool.
So now y'all understand what the vendor table is going to be able to do for entrepreneurs.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
also
good.
what it does for the business owners.
Yeah.
This money get to flow just like this
Yeah.
Yeah.
all day
Yeah.
by data. People are data and people pay for data.
They do.
But we just doing it in a different way.
Yeah.
We're not allowing you to have to compete with somebody else at a table.
Okay.
You got added value in this book that can sit here and make you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But at this moment, I just couldn't help but smell your cheesecake.
Right.
You know?
Listen, I'm gonna be like the Girl Scouts. I'm gonna be everywhere you go.
You're
I'm gonna have my
Man.
book set up. I'm like, would you
Oh,
like
my
some?
goodness.
I'm gonna use my daughter. Would you like some? Would you like to support my mom and dad?
Absolutely.
We hungry over here.
Well, I want to get a little more faith in the people before we wrap up today, because you know we could all chop it
Oh,
up
yeah.
for
Absolutely.
so
Say that
long.
for part 2.
Yes, right. Everyone has that song that when they're driving along in the car, when they're about to crash out,
Yeah.
and you're like, Jesus, I need you right now.
Right,
What's
right.
that song for you?
I'm not even going to lie to you. That song is Anthony Brown,
Okay.
Trusting You.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
I like that one.
I can't help.
Yeah.
I love words and messages.
Yeah.
And how you start the song off talking about, you did not create me to worry. You
That's
did
right.
not create me to fear. And when I heard it, you know, it gave you them little goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know how he got his voice like that.
Right.
Right.
And when it gets to the bravado at the end, you're like, oh, trust me, Lord.
I'm like, right. Well, get this tear bouncing out my eye, man. I ain't trying to cry.
I'm on.
Right. But honestly, when I think about that song, it really speaks to me. You know,
Yeah.
like, and it really gives me all the thoughts that I had.
Yeah.
Right.
From all the experiences that I went through,
Yeah.
and all the trials and the tribulations to get me to this point in life.
Yeah.
And it allows me to know I can't do it on my own.
That's
You
right.
can't.
I can't. I have no choice but to trust in him. I have no
right.
Your
choice.
situation that told you that.
Yeah.
I didn't try everything else. I got to trust you, Lord.
And sometimes repetition
Yeah.
and consistency is what you need.
That's right.
So when you hear somebody saying exactly what you know,
Yes.
Yep.
it hit a little different.
That's
They
right.
do.
And I found myself listening to that song 5 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And my household, they get me. When I'm on and when I'm into something, I keep going back and forth, back and forth.
Me too.
So yeah,
We were like that. Listen, my grandson, I used to play all the time.
Oh,
I got
my
a seed in the ground. And he was little. He used to be like, I got a seed in the ground. He would just say it out of nowhere.
Yep.
So,
That is me all day.
So if your ideal client was listening right now to this conversation, how would you describe who they are and what services that you can provide to meet their needs?
I always tell people, business owners, this is something I'm going to give to you real quick. Create a persona. Absolutely. My persona name is John. He's around 34 years old. He got a family. Quote unquote, he's not real, y'all.
right.
He got a family, and he used to work a job. And what he did, he had a dream people told him that he was real good at cooking. He was real good at doing whatever he does. So he decided to sit here and take what everybody said, and he quit his job. Took the 401k out, and he invested inside a building, and he was like, I'm going to make this happen. So now he's all in.
Right.
Kids and family. And let your wife, let you not bring home that bacon or do what you said you're going to do.
Right.
She going to get you.
Right.
Let you not bring home that money.
Big fact. Because she going to get me.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, John, he has no choice but to go all in.
Okay. Right.
And then sometimes life happens. Economics are always going to change.
Yeah.
Inflation goes up. The price of your food goes up. Sometimes the money ain't circling like they want to.
Yeah.
John knows this. So I'm telling John, do one simple thing. Create your profile on VenU2Go and tell people they can have birthday parties at your spot.
Right.
Simple. When they come in the door, when is your birthday?
Yeah.
Collect that data. Hey, book it on this platform. And make sure that they know this, because nobody want to have a birthday party by themselves.
Right.
That's right.
So the first thing they're going to do is invite more people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And now John got people to go sell to.
Right.
And if his product is that good,
He's gonna
then
make
people
money.
are going to stay.
That's right.
So, John, throw as many parties as you can.
That's right.
And if you talk to an entrepreneur, throw as many networking events as you can.
That's good. So where can John?
Where VenU2Go?
Where can John? Where can John? Where can John? For all the Johns out there,
Right.
not actual Johns, right?
Right.
Jonathan.
John the Baptist.
Jonathan.
Right, we're gonna have to get clear about that.
Right.
But for all of your prospective clients, where can they find you? Where can they connect with VenU2Go? And what's the first step they need to take?
Well, first I would say go to VenU2Go.com. Go to VenU2Go.com. And as soon as you get there, hit join VenU2Go. And then you create your profile. You'll be a part of our newsletters and have a bunch of information. And we always got plenty of events that you could go to. But this keeps you in that community and you'll be connected. But you can also go to our social media platform. That's at Instagram, that's VenU2Go LLC. Same way I spelled it the first time. You go to Facebook, same thing, LinkedIn, TikTok. We're on everything.
He's everywhere.
Everywhere.
VenU2Go.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure that you go there and you'll definitely see what we got going on. And also follow me on social media as well. Rolling with Jones. And you can find me on that platform as well.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we love to close with this one last question. If you on a flight, long flight, and you sit next to anybody in the Bible except for Jesus, who would it be and why?
King Solomon.
Okay. I like him.
Yeah, King Solomon. I mean, I am fascinated in the beginning, like what made King Solomon ask the question that he did. And I started to take a deep dive of that. His father, which is King, is it David?
Yes.
Yep, so King David. So his father was powerful and successful as well, but when he got to this point, he was talking to Solomon, he was telling him about knowledge. He was talking about wisdom.
Yeah.
So when he had this opportunity, he had the seed planted in him.
Right.
So he asked God for
Wisdom.
Yep.
and God provided everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was always like, what made you ask that question?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and because I could talk about all the success that he had in his life.
Right.
But that was the start.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about principles. So I would ask King Solomon, what made you ask that question? And then what made you follow up with everything that you was able to receive from it?
Right.
That to me was super powerful.
Right. That was good. Thank you so much for sharing that.
No, absolutely.
We love King Solomon too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to talk about that same story in another episode.
I think 5. Yes. Spiritual
Confirmation.
ROI.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you
Yep.
go.
That is confirmation. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for a powerful conversation.
No, absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming today, sharing all your nuggets, dropping your wisdom. We just appreciate having you with us, learning everything about VenU2Go.
Yes, sir.
We took a lot from it, and hopefully everybody else that's watching took a lot from it as well.
And we pray that you continue to have success in everything that you do, everything that your hands touch. Continue to, put your hands to the plow, and it's not about you, right? You're doing this for other people, and God honors that, and we pray that He continues to bless it and enlarge your territory for sure.
Man, I receive every bit of it, and I have to also say this, man, men, get you a good wife.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm telling you, my wife really.
My girl be looking out for her man.
Absolutely. My wife really keeps me focused. I do have this one thing about me. I am very hyper-focused. So to be able to have my wife make sure I'm real back and I'm praying, I'm reading, she keeps me grounded. So even though I might be in another place, building and growing, I'm so thankful that she's in a place of building and growing in another place.
Yeah.
And together we are one. So you stay connected and you stay in the mix, and you allow. Don't even be to the point where you waiting for her or him to tell you what to do. Look at them.
Yeah.
I see her. She wake up at 4:30 in the morning and get in that closet and she's praying. Like, you got to be able to see that so she or he could then become a mirror to you.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's something I would sit here and tell people to do.
All
That's
right,
good.
all right.
Thank you for sharing that.
No, absolutely.
Well, if anything you saw today motivated you, gave you clarity, gave you the push that you needed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any episodes.
And make sure you like and share it as well.
Please.
And visit businessbuiltbyfaith.com, where you will find all of our resources, our coaching and consulting services, as well as tools to help you build your business by faith.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Business Built by Faith for more inspiration about what we do.
Yes, so whether you're building in a season of harvest or holding on through a season of testing, remember, you are not building alone.
God's walking this out with you, and we will meet you here every Wednesday with another fresh episode of Business Built by Faith.
Today's episode of Business Built by Faith is brought to you by Scale Logistics, a transportation provider specializing in high-value, AOG, and time-critical shipments for aviation and distribution companies. Scale is the premier choice in ground transportation and freight management. Learn more by visiting shipwithscale.com.
Business Built by Faith premieres every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who's ready to grow in faith and business.